Hey guys, welcome to Heart Academy for September 26, 2016. And I'm going to do the box and whisker class for your homework. And you have a front and back page. Your first question looks like, let's see, that was today's warm-up. And here. All right, so question number one looks like this. Make sure that you're on the side that says level, oops, those are the wrong ones. Let's see, level 1, 2, 17. That was one we did first, second, third, and I'm still trying to find it. I think this is it. First one is, that's part 3. Here we go. This is the first one. So you should be on a sheet that looks like this for our first one here. There we go. Level 1, worksheet 2. And then on the back it should say worksheet 3, level 1, sheet 3. Okay? But here's where we are for the first page of your homework. All right. So as you know, the first thing that we're going to do is put the numbers in order, like so. I know this is part you guys hate. Me too. Not that big of a fan, you know? All right. So my smallest number looks like it's going to be 87. All right now. So I have 87. I'm just going to put that up here. 87. Yeah, that's an 8. I can hear half of y'all now. Okay. 87. And then it looks like it's going to be 89. 89. I am not having luck drawing 8s. And then we have 94, it looks like. And then 98. So 94, 98, 94, 98. And then it looks like we're going to go to a 99, 99. And then 109, 103, 112, 115. I see a 103 is the smallest. So 103. And then I will go to the 109, 109. And then 112. And then 115. There we go. So these should be in order, and I hope I did it right. I'm assuming that you did too. Let's see. We have, excuse me. It's one of those days. Okay. So remember, we can easily figure out which the minimum is, which should be 87. Minimum is the smallest number. Our maximum is the largest number, which is 115. Great. Okay, and so now remember the easiest way to do this is to find the second quartile first, which is the median. And as you know from mean, median, mode practice, mean, median, mode range, the middle number is, the median is the middle number. After, of course, you put them in order, right? Right. Okay, so here we go. This is where I say our famous goodbyes. Goodbye, 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 bye-bye, see ya, goodbye. Goodbye. Looks like my middle number is 99. Okay? Just to be sure, you can always check to how many you crossed off on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that match what you crossed off on this side? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yes, it does. So now I know for sure that my quartile 2, which is the median, middle number, is 99. Now that you have your middle number, you can find the first quartile and the third quartile by doing the same method of finding the middle. So what I mean is this. I'll use blue. In order to do this, we take the numbers that are in the first half of our line, not including the median, the numbers in the first half, and we start crossing them off until we find the middle of this section. So goodbye, goodbye. I have 2 numbers in the middle. What do we do when we have 2 numbers in the middle? Yes, you can add and divide by 2. Okay? So if I add and divide by 2, you should get 91.5. 91.5. Okay? Now, some of you have figured out how to do this without using a calculator to add and divide, and that is true. Because if you look, you have 89 to 94. You would find the numbers that are in between those and then divide those by 2. But for purposes of time, I'm not going to show you that method. I did in a few other videos. But you know that you're always fall back to just taking those middle numbers, add them up, and divide by 2. And once you do that, you'll get 91.5. All right. So now for the third quartile, we do the same thing. We take a look at the numbers that are after in the last section, and we cross off until we get to the middle. So goodbye. Goodbye. See that? You still end up with 2 in the middle. So again, add, divide by 2. If you add and divide by 2, you will get 110.5. Okay? So now we have all the numbers we need to do the new part for you. The new part is actually drawing the box and whisker plots. All this stuff you know from last week. Okay? So remember what I said, the easiest thing to do when we are going to start drawing is to plot everything first. Your minimum is at 87, okay? So that's 80, that's 85, 86, 87. Remember, draw up above it a little bit. And my boxes are not going to be perfect. I don't care if yours are not perfect either. Don't even worry about that. So at 87, and then my maximum is 115, which is here, 115. And then my quartile 1 is 91.5, okay? So this is 90, this is 91. In between would be a 0.5. So 91.5 is right here. 90, 91 and a half, which is 0.5. And then quartile 2 is 99, which is right here. And then quartile 3 is 110.5. So this is 110. This is halfway in between 110 and 111. So this makes it 110.5. So now, remember, the first thing that we do is draw our first whisker. The first whisker connects the minimum to quartile 1, 87 to 91.5. That's a whisker. And then we would connect the first quartile to the second quartile as a box. Look at that. I'm getting better with my boxes. All right. Okay. And then we will connect the second quartile to the third quartile, which will look like this. Close enough. And then the third quartile to the maximum. So your box and whisker plot should look like that. All right, first one is done for you. Now, let's go ahead and see, what shall I do? You have 6 questions for homework altogether, so I think I'm just going to do one more. And I will do that from the second page of your homework, which is this side. So we're getting to you being a little bit more independent with your work. So I'm going to do the one that's right here, level 1, page 3, which is the back side of your homework. Okay. What do we do first? Put them in order. Yes, I heard every single one of you. All right, look at that smile. Just kidding. I need to stop playing around. Okay, here we go, to work. All right, so our smallest number, 54. Looks good to me. Okay, 54. Then it looks like it's 55. 55. And then it looks like it's in the 60s. Nope, 57. I knew that. I hear you, Mira. 57. And then it looks like we're in the 60s. Yeah, 63. And then 65. Oh, we're in 68. And I think we're finally in the 70s. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to go with 71. And then I'm going to go with 76. Yeah. And I'm going to go with 79. That's a 9. Great. And then I'm going to go with the 80s. Good years. I have 80. Okay. And then I have 82, then 87. 82, 87. 82, 87. Voila. This should be the correct order. Hope. And we can already determine the minimum, which would be 54, maximum 87. Let's find that quartile 2, which is the median middle number. All right, goodbye, 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 goodbye. I have two numbers that are here in the middle, so we can add and divide by 2. Okay, so I have these two numbers that are here in the middle. Okay, so that means right here is where our median is. And if we add and divide by 2, you would get 69.5. Okay, and so now I'm going to find quartile 1. So quartile 1, remember, is going to include 68 because your middle is actually right here, past 68, right? Isn't 69.5 past 68? Yes. So 68 has to be included in order to find the median for quartile 1. So goodbye, 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 goodbye. You have 2. So you're going to add and divide by 2. Okay, so if I add and divide by 2, I should get 60. All right, now it's time to do the quartile 3. So remember, quartile 3 is going to be everything that's after your middle number. Remember that 69.5 was represented by this yellow line. So 71 is actually included in the numbers that we're going to find quartile 3. So goodbye, 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 goodbye. You have 2. You know what to do. Add and divide by 2. If you add and divide by 2, you should get, what was it, 79.5. 79.5. There you go. So now we have everything that we need to draw our box and whisker plot. All right. Shuck it, duck it, quack. Pull this up a little bit. Okay. So now I'm going to put the dots everywhere. First, my minimum was 54, which is right here. My maximum, 87, 85, 86, 87. Quartile 1 is 60, right here. Quartile 2, 69.5, which would be right here. And quartile 3, 79.5. 79.5. So I should be right here. Okay. Remember, your first line is your whisker connecting your minimum to your quartile 1. So it's 54 to 60. Your first box connects quartile 1 to quartile 2. Close enough. You should actually be hitting, but you get the idea. Your next box should be connecting quartile 2 to quartile 3. And then your last box is connecting quartile 3 to the maximum. Actually, it's not the box, it's the whisker. So it should look like that. Probably a lot neater than mine. It's okay if you don't draw straight lines, I understand. All right, my 7th graders, that is it for today that I'm doing this. That means you have 4 on your own for homework. I know you can do it. Give it a try, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.